Go.
Just gotta be careful with this something.
I see.
It's easy to freaking break. You may have to get that pick to get that off.
I don't know how to get this off.
Yeah. It's got no tabbies in it. It's got no tabbies in it, but don't get me lying. We don't want to do like some folks. They break these. We don't want to break any. This one, hey, look, this one here has already been broke. Look at that.
Yeah, you got a wobble on it.
Yeah. This is not factory. We are finding somebody who's been in this car before because the heat shield that we took off for the turbo had 2 bolts missing out of it. If you look right here, this bracket ain't holding anything. See it? That's not holding nothing. That bracket's gone. Down here on the exhaust, I've got to take the exhaust off because this has got to come out of our way. So I've got to take the bolts off of it. They're 13 millimeter. He's trying to figure out this hose. Somebody has been in here before. The reason we know that is this is not factory. These are usually like these and very easy to break. So somebody has been in here before. This looks new. I don't know that it's new. It looks new. They said they replaced it. Yeah. Anyway, we're finding several bolts missing. But yeah, all of this stuff on the top has all got to come off. I don't know if it goes up, down, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it.
I done broke the adapter for this, so to get the exhaust off. I might be able to use a wrench or something on that.
You're on a great start.
But yeah, okay, just as an example, you probably don't want to tackle this at home. This vacuum pump has got to come off. All of this wiring, everything has to come off. All the coil packs have to come out. This, for the injectors, they all have to come out. All of these bolts have to come out. This has to come off. The throttle body has to come off. The intake has to come off. The turbo has to come off. The motor mount has to come off. The exhaust has to come off. The front timing cover has to come off. The timing tensioner has to come off. The battery box has got to come out. The battery's got to come out. And that's just getting started. That ain't, and these, the way, where it's leaking is this head, where the head, you can't really see it, but where the head actually meets the block is where it's leaking. And these are notorious for doing that because of the way that they designed the head gasket. This car's only got 118,000 miles and it's already leaking oil profusely.
Is that what that icky is right there?
Huh?
Sure, good chance.
Yeah, it's oil. But
This right here, this, it looks like baking grease.
No. That's just part of the coil pack. I'm
Okay.
talking about down in there. If you look
Okay.
down in there, you'll see the oil. But see right here, look on top of the transmission. You can see, and you can't really see it. It's way back up in there. But where it's leaking, right here. Right around this and along this on both sides. And it's leaking so bad that when they brought it in, it had oil. If you looked underneath the car, we washed it, but it had oil from the front of the engine all the way to the back. And he took a power washer. All this has been power washed. But if you'll look right here, that's from running it. All we did was, when they brought it in, like I say, we washed it, cleaned it up to see exactly where the oil was coming from. It was barely enough oil on the dipstick to even tell it had any in it. So we put 2 quarts in it, and they said it leaked under a load. So we started it up and ran it for a grand total of 30 seconds, and it was leaking so bad that it was literally dripping off the bottom of the car. We took the what is that camera,
More scope.
that bore scope, and he looked up under here which you can't really see. We've got some pictures of it somewhere, but that's where it was really, really leaking. And these clips, these little diddly whoppers right here, they suck because they're so easy to break.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, since we don't want to break this, can we take this and this? Would it be easier than trying to break that? We don't want to break that. And this stupid thing, we know what this is. This is just a turbo tube, which we can take out right there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And then this, got a clip on it. That's not no big deal. But yeah, this is gonna be
Fun.
no, it's a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I don't know why they engineers cars like this. They just, it's getting worse and worse and worse. I remember a time, and he probably as young as he does, still remembers that you could take and put a timing chain in an old 350 Chevy or an old Ford, and you could do it in just a few hours. This thing is calling for this head job that we're doing here to change this gasket, and then it's got a intake gasket as well. It's got to be changed. There's a gasket behind here that's got to be, hopefully it's in that set. There's also a high pressure fuel pump back here. It's got to come off. That's something we got to remember on that high pressure fuel pump. It's made kind of like a roller rocker. It's got a little deal in there and it will fall out. So we don't want to drop that and lose it.
Another bolt missing right here.
Another bolt missing. Yep, another bolt missing. As I can say, that's gone. I don't know what was there. We didn't take that off. We didn't take that off. That's gone. Whatever it was is no longer there. We're finding some bolts missing. Nevertheless, what all
Would
we're
it be
gonna
like
find-
maybe a heat shield like that one motor
Well,
had over it?
It's got this little plastic cover, you know, and then this is another, just why they put this goes on here, okay? All right, it goes on there like that, but my deal is this here goes on here. You gotta kind of manipulate it. That's gonna get that's keeping all that heat right on top of the engine. Great idea, engineers. Who signed off on this? You know. And then just to get the battery out, is a job. To get the battery out, you got to take this cover off, take this cover off. You got to take this cover off, and this here clips on to the battery box, so you got to take it off. Then you have to take all of those bolts out of that bracket that holds the battery, and then here's the negative, and look at the positive on this thing. Look at that. Well, whose idea was this? And look here, look at this, how crazy it's made. Little bitty tiny wire, little bitty tiny, and a 5 amp fuse. Great, great. I don't know, like I say, this thermostat housing has to come off.
That's because the car dealers don't want you to work
No,
on
they
them.
don't want you working on them, and they don't want them lasting. I mean, I hate to say it, but they, you know, car companies, and I don't care who
It's
it
a
is.
throwaway society
You
anymore.
can see I have not taken anything off down here, and there is a nut. Well, you got your camera right in the way. Right there at the end of that pick, which you can't see, but there's a nut missing. There's a nut missing. And then there's, see right here? Did you notice this, Jefferson? We didn't take any nuts off of this.
Yeah, I
Here
have pictures of them.
and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture of the first camera.
There and there's no, there's supposed to be 2 nuts on that, but no. What all we're gonna find missing? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, tell me.
But another thing on this is a stupid thing. Okay, you get the new head gasket and you have to buy new head bolts for this thing. So the customer does have head bolts for it. But what is it, like 22 when you initially do it? It's like 22 foot-pounds. And then,
It was 22 degrees.
yeah, it's like what do you say, 20, 22, 24, 240? Hell, I don't know. I don't remember.
24 degrees.
Yeah. You
Past
got to
20 foot
yeah,
pounds.
yeah. You got to degree it rather than just telling you what it is in foot
Rather
pounds.
than just torquing it.
Yeah. So we don't know it right now, but trust us, folks. We'll know it before we do it. We'll know it before we put it back. But yeah, this is going to be
I have a
and the
feeling
thing
I'll be
is-
calling a Chevy dealer to get that.
Well,
info.
you can look it up online. It'll tell you. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And like this here, this is your fuel rail. It all has to come off. This is your it is high pressure, so you got to be careful when you take this off.
Direct injection.
Yeah, it's direct injection, so it's gonna spray fuel. That's why we let it sit for a while to hopefully it's not gonna be completely gone, but maybe some of it anyway, so we don't spray fuel from here to
Take a bath.
Texas and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna start tearing this. When we get into this, there's gonna be parts everywhere.
Here in China.
Everywhere. Yeah, from here to China, because I think, don't China own a lot of Chevrolet now?
Mexico.
Huh? What? Mexico? Mexico?
2:32 a.m.
What are you doing?
Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Well, I would rather it be built in Mexico than China. Just
2:32 a.m.
nothing against China at all. It's just I just don't understand why American cars dealers or car manufacturers, why are we building our cars in Mexico and other countries? Why?
India.
Why? Yeah, India. Nothing against anybody. Great. But the thing is, build your own cars. Build your own cars. Why is the cars supposed to be, an American car, Chevrolet, but everything's built in another country, and
Did
nothing against, like I say, nothing against the other countries at all. It's just, when they originally started that, it was because the other countries were cheaper. Tell me how now, today, it's just as high as if we built it here. Oh, I know, because our industry all left.
Inflation.
Great. And let's build everything out of plastic. That's a good idea.
The hood weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah, the hood. Look at this. This is the hood from this car. Back in the 50s,
It'd take 2 people to hold a hood.
60s, you had a couple of people to pick up a hood. This hood right here is so light, you can pick it up with one hand.
how can that be safe?
That's some serious protection for you when you get into an accident. And look here. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? It's a shame that when you push on the car, it actually moves. Huh?
It's aluminum, soda can.
Yeah. And let's make everything look alike. Did you notice the front end on this? It looks awfully familiar. Done it?
Reverse.
Yeah, but the thing is, not only the reverse, but look at it again. It looks like part of the Camaro style.
Yes,
They're
it
all
does.
styled the same.
We got Mexico.
No. Gotta love the dealers. Let's make everything let's make it as cheap as possible
Didn't charge you
and
out the
sell it
end
as high as possible. But yet they're your friends when you go there. They are your friends. Yes, sir. They're your best friends until that paperwork's signed, and then get out of here.
We're the best friends to hit that check in their hand.
But this is what we was talking about. Not only is this a crazy design, but you'll see these little
What do you? What gold?
little rivets. See that? You know why those are there? Because this isn't one piece. If you'll look, it's 1, 2, 3 or 4 pieces. Yeah, ain't that wonderful?
That's not a plop and drop, is it?
Huh?
Is that a plop and drop?
What are you talking about? Plop and drop.
Where you have
It's not something nasty to brush.
like that one where you just kind of drop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you put this on there and then you put the head on there, but
Yeah.
you don't just drop it.
No,
It's
like that one
aluminum.
we were watching the other day, where you can't really get it lined up. You just kind of call it the plop and drop.
No, I'm not dropping anything.
Okay.
No. We ain't into that. No.
That's what I wanted to know.
Understand? No, we don't do that. We don't want to break anything. We are taking our time. We don't want to have accidents. We had a car in here a while back this young man was working on, and these little tubes are very delicate. They're like a little flower. They're so delicate, and they suck. And guess what? We had somebody come in here. He had the parts laying over there.
Where are they
And
supposed
somebody come in here that wasn't looking. Hey, Jefferson, how are you doing? All at once and broke these. Great. Just one. Great. But these things have a million little clippies.
Gotta love GM.
Yeah. Well, it's not just GM. It's all these car manufacturers nowadays, brother. Dodge, Chrysler. They wonder why they're going out of business. Because people are, I tell people all the time, if you really, honestly, are smart, and I'm not, because I just bought a while back, what's it been, a couple of years, I bought that 2022 Maverick. I shouldn't have done it. I should have took all the money that I'm spending on that crazy Maverick and put it in my '89 Chevy. I could have completely went from end to end rebuilding that thing, and I would still have a good vehicle.
Yep.
It's an old school 350. They'll run forever. Keep the oil changed, keep the maintenance. But people say, oh, well, it's not as comfortable. No, it's not. But I'll still be driving it when this thing's sitting in the shop. Well, it's easier on fuel. I guess it is when it spends most of its life in the shop. Yeah, it's easier on fuel. The old Chevrolet still be running. The old Ford 306 still be running. There's a reason, guys. They're not overly complicated. Everything on these is overly complicated. It's a shame. It's a shame. But
Okay.
we're gonna do it anyway, whether we like it or not. It's kind of like, well, it's kind of like, well, you're at the party and everybody else is better looking than you, and they've got all the good looking girls. And you wind up with, well, I can't say she was ugly. I can say, because of it, with the long hair, I couldn't really see her face.
I'm
yet.
ending this.
She had a mustache.